Presentation explains a broad social media strategy for leveraging volunteers as well as raising better awareness of Toowoomba Hospice. Through an effective online presence, this presentation includes an introduction to the company, industry, landscape, business challenges, social media strategy, targeting audience, competitor analysis, and implementation plan for the maximum impact. Toowoomba Hospice offers the highest quality palliative and respite care with the compassion or terminally ill people. The organization cares for individuals and their families according to their needs. Personalization care, respect for each other, one feature that defines organization is a volunteer-driven service model on which organization core operations are based. Volunteers become involved at all levels, helping with the everyday tasks and activities to supporting fundraising efforts. The organization works towards establishing an inclusive and supportive environment despite limited resources for the patients and their respective families. Since this foundation, Toowoomba Hospice has focused on improving patients' care through volunteer networks and community outreach. Milestones including successfully serving the needs of hundreds of patients and families, offering and increasing in the bereavement service and conducting volunteering-led fundraising and the community volunteering contributing has a significance in the operations, but the limited infrastructure has hindered further reach and operations of the volunteer management. The hospice care sector is disgusting by the provisions of the end of life respite and palliative service that cater to the emotional, physical, and spiritual needs of the terminally ill patients. Considering the facts about an aging population and increased demands of compassionate care, the sector emphasizes volunteers and community involvement. Digital transformation is a critical in enhancing hospice avenues to reach more volunteers and their service and awareness levels. The hospice industry is using the digital tools to make volunteers aware and engaged regarding technology advancement. Volunteer management system and the social media help the organization increase efficiency across their operations and reach diverse age groups more effectively. This change is rephrasing users' expectations because volunteers want to something quick or rapidly access to the connect, have access to updates or interact with the mission-driven work. Key challenges in the Toowoomba Hospice are generally increased internet presence, reliance on a paper-based volunteer management system, and a limited resource for outreach. The older volunteer is less digitally literate, adding the concerns about engagement. All these factors prevent it from recruiting volunteers to a significant extent, making it incompetent in informing the community and managing the volunteers. Social media can open paths for increasing hospice awareness, attracting diverse volunteers and retailing supporters. An active online community educates the public on service, share the stories, and enable registers of volunteers. Such platforms can also be used for publicization fundraising events so that message reach more individually and community involvement persists. The large market opportunity will exist for the volunteers, especially youth within the Toowoomba community. Stronger online presence can afford more extend ability to engage with the mass audience while pending community relationships. Digital growth aligns well with the stronger interest in the community for the residents for the caring and the accessible volunteering. The residents aged between 25 to 65 interested in a community service represent the target audience of a primary concern. Secondary audience in the age range of 18 years to 24 years, including young adults interesting in the health and the community sport, normally active on a Facebook or a Instagram with a strong tendency to accessible and passionate contact that accurates meaningful involvement in communities. Main competitors are local healthcare non-profits and larger hospitals like Palliative Care Queensland with a digital presence. The strengths of the competitors lie in their ability to engage highly online, maintain volunteer management system that work efficiently, whereas weakness tend to be less localized. In outreach, Toowoomba Hospice can differentiate itself as a community-driven and a compassionate care. Currently, the online presence is a very minimal on Toowoomba Hospice with a very minimal engagement and the follower growth. More interactions occur on a Facebook that followers on a Facebook are modest with the very minimal engagement on the other social media channels. Social media metrics reveal low rates of engagement, creating the need for more engaging the regular content. The ideal follower is a Jane who lives in Toowoomba, is 45 years of age, and is interested in serving the community. She feels a patient care is important and is on a Facebook. Her two pain points are that she is not aware of volunteering opportunities and she does not have many digital engagement options with the hospice service. Customers begin with the observation of the brand through engaging social media posts with the interest generated by targeting content, trust building through interactions and conversation or engagement into the following sharing or purchasing. Brand awareness, increased engagement, and the volunteer rotations through social media strategy will be the first stage. Double the followers on a social media platforms, doubling the rates of engagement, and encouraging people to sign up for the volunteer activities with the targeting campaigns with their crucial. This content will be including patients and volunteer stories, hospice events, and educational posts about hospice service. The posting frequency will be 3 to 5 times a week on a Facebook and Instagram. In this structure approach, there will be a response to inquiries, facilitations of a community conversation, and the celebration of a voluntary success. The consistent interaction will be established and strengthen community ties based on a hospice values. KPIs such as a follower growth, post engagement rates, volunteer sign-ups, and website traffic from social media will measure the effectiveness of a strategy and ongoing improvements. This will help position Toowoomba Hospice as a trusted presentations in the community online, increase volunteer engagement. The content strategy will be the implement and monitoring. The KPIs will be started with the continually optimizing digital approach for a better volunteer engagement. Thank you.